오늘의 핵심 패턴으로 복습해 보겠습니다. 먼저 I used to 뭐뭐뭐 until I 하면은 예전에 이렇게 하곤 했는데 이때까지만 그렇게 한 거예요. 뭐뭐 하고 나서 상황이 달라졌다. 그 다음으로 all that we have 라는 패턴이 있었는데 우리가 가진 전부 아니면 이거 말고는 없다 라는 뜻으로 쓸 수 있습니다. 함께 만들어 볼 영어 문장의 우리말 번역부터 보여드릴게요. 영어 문장 확인해 볼까요? 먼저 첫 번째 패턴인 I used to 동사 until I를 이용해서 첫 번째, 저는 힘들어 했었는데, struggle 했었는데 개인 교사를 구하고 상황이 달라졌습니다. 덜 힘들어졌습니다. 뭐 공부가 쉬워졌습니다. 라고 한다면 I used to struggle until I got a tutor. I used to struggle until I got a tutor. 발음 연습해 볼까요?
Repeat after me. I used to struggle until I got a tutor. I used to struggle until I got a tutor. Great, let's look at our next example.
상황이 달라진 것도 하나 해볼게요. 저는 버스를 타고 다녔었는데 그러다가 차를 구입했어요 라고 한다면 I used to take the bus until I bought a car. 상황이 달라졌다는 말이 여기에 들어가 있기 때문에 그 뒤로는 뭐 버스를 안 타게 됐다라든지 이런 말을 할 수 있습니다. 발음 연습해 볼게요.
I used to take the bus until I bought a car. I used to take the bus until I bought a car. Great, let's look at our next pattern.
그 다음으로는 all that we have로 연습을 해볼까요? all that we have, 우리가 가진 전부. 그래서 뭐뭐 말고는 없다라는 뜻으로 많이 쓰입니다. 그래서 첫 번째 문장, 우리는 $10밖에 없었어요. 아니면 바꿔서 $10가 우리가 가진 전부였어요는 $10 was all that we had. $10 was all that we had. 발음 연습해 볼까요?
$10 was all that we had. $10 was all that we had. All right, let's take a look at our last example.
마지막 문장입니다. 그게 우리가 가진 전부였지만 아니면 우리가 가진 건 그게 전부였지만 그걸로 충분했어요. It was all that we had, but it was enough. It was all that we had, but it was enough. 큰 소리로 읽어주세요.
It was all that we had, but it was enough. One last time. It was all that we had, but it was enough. Great. How about we take a look at Billy's clip for the last time with both English and Korean subtitles.
How much do you trust your first impressions? I used to blindly trust mine until I remembered a few times I was wrong. An employee that I hired after a great interview didn't want to do much work. A friendly coworker turned out to be just trying to get me to join a pyramid scheme. And I went on a first date which I thought was perfect, but, well, let's not talk about that one. Anyway, the point that I'm trying to make is that we can't rely on our first impressions, at least not always. Now, a good first impression can help get your foot in the door at a job or get you a second date, but there are just so many things like being shy or having a bad day that can really affect a first impression, and it can take more than just a few minutes to know somebody. Take, for example, my best friend who I met online. My first impression was that he was really energetic and we didn't have much in common, but when I finally met him, he was really down to earth and we clicked right away. So, while we can't always trust our first impressions, they are all that we have, and I'll keep using them, but I'll try not to rely on them completely.
네, 이번에는 오늘의 알쏭달쏭 영어 표현 한마디 소개하겠습니다.
Okay.
어떤 사람을 실제로 처음 만났을 때, 그러니까 뭐 사진을 봤거나 아니면 이야기만 들었거나 했을 때와 다를 수 있잖아요. 그래서 그 사람은 실제로 만나면 더 재미있어요라고 한다면
You can say, he is funnier in person. He's funnier in person.
그냥 문자로만 이야기할 때는 재미가 없는데
Right.
막상 만나면 he's funnier in person. 이건 funnier를 다른 걸로 얼마든지 바꿀 수가 있습니다. He's taller in person.
He's shorter in person.
He's 또 뭐가 있을까요?
He's
nicer
nicer, yeah.
in person. He's more good looking in person.
Yeah, he's
등등
more handsome in person. Yeah, those things work.
볼 수 있습니다. 오케이.
One last time, he is funnier in person. Let's move on to in the social world.
네, 오늘은 In the Social World 코너에서 첫인상에 너무 의존하지 말라는 내용의 소셜미디어 포스팅 2개 보려고 합니다.
Let's take a look. Don't rely on first impressions to form a judgment about a person. Everyone deserves a second chance. Why do people rely on first impressions when making decisions even when better cues are available?
다시 한번 읽어볼까요?
Madhuri says,
Don't rely on first impressions to form a judgment about a person. 어떤 사람에 대한 아까 opinion이라는 얘기 했었잖아요.
Right.
똑같은 겁니다. judgment. 판단을 형성하기 위해서
course.
어떤 사람에 대해서 판단을 내리는데 첫인상에 의존하지 마세요. Everyone deserves a second chance.
That's right.
누구에게나 두 번째 기회가 주어질 만하다. 즉 deserve라는 것은 받을 만하다는 거잖아요. 누구나 두 번째 기회, 그러니까 두 번 정도는 보고 판단해야 된다.
all right,
그다음.
perfect. And Bastian says,
Why do people rely on first impressions when making decisions? 결정을 할 때 왜 사람들은 첫인상에 의존을 하는 걸까라고 스스로에게 아니면 사람들에게 묻고 있습니다. When better cues are available. cue라는 것은 일종의 이제 신호죠, 신호.
yeah, it's like some type of signal or sign.
Yeah, these are cue cards.
It's a cue. Yeah, cue
Yeah,
cards because
yeah.
they tell you what to say.
네, 그
right?
다음 코너가 뭔지 적혀져 있는 cue cards인 것처럼 cue가 그런 건데 better cues are available. It means better information is available.
Information, except for the first impression, right?
네, 그래서 첫인상 말고도 다른 거를 토대로 다른 거를 좀 고려해서 결정 내릴 수 있는데 왜 첫인상으로 결정하는 걸까라는 내용이었습니다.
All right, perfect. Definitely some great social media posts that we had for today. And I just want to thank you guys so much for studying here with us today. And I just want to know, what do you think about first impressions? Do you
Yeah.
think they're really reliable, or do you like to give people a second chance?
Please let us know what your thoughts are. 저희는 다음 시간에 또 인사드리겠습니다.
We'll see you next time.
감사합니다.
Bye.
Don't you wanna be like us?